Welcome to Sneaky Athletic, your favorite podcast. Maybe your second favorite podcast, but this week we're recording like our ancestors did without the internet.
Definitely your mom's favorite podcast.
That's for sure.
It's my mom's favorite podcast.
Yeah. So this one we're all cell phones.
Yeah.
All thumbs, all gas, no brakes.
I haven't been on my phone this much since Snake came out on the Nokia.
Yeah, I mean, I just like, my YouTube intake is normally pretty high. It's extremely high these last couple of days. Yeah. All right. Well, we got our normal segments, and we'll just kind of see where this thing goes. But before we get into it, let's give a shout out to our boys at Fertilizer Service Company. You know what they do. It's coming up on planting season, so make sure you hit them up if you need them. I honestly don't have their phone number because it's on a Google Doc, so I don't have it pulled up.
But we don't have internet.
But if you need them, hit them up. They're in God's country, Northwest Missouri. And as you know, they're keeping God's country as good as she grows. All right, let's get started.
My heart, my soul, I gave it all. But loving you was never easy.
Have their number. Too late, but I do.
Plug their number.
Catch them at 660-686-2402. That is Fertilizer Service Company.
Gang, gang.
The best dudes.
The good shit company.
The best.
All right. Well, we can get going.
Okay. So you told me to write down my beef a couple days ago. Well, yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
It's funny how when you're white, a couple days ago means anything from yesterday to 2 months.
I mean, a couple means like 1.5 to 5.
Well, anybody that I've ever known has, growing up has used it interchangeably for like months.
Couple days ago is, like you said, couple weeks ago could be up to like literally 6 months.
Yeah, half a year.
Maybe it could be a very long. Couple months ago, you might as well be like a whole decade.
Honestly, might as well. So
and same thing is like up around the corner.
Oh my God.
That type of stuff.
Who knows where that's going?
Yeah. I mean, up around the corner might as well be a fucking half marathon.
They also don't know how to measure blocks in small towns accurately.
Yeah.
You get to the city and then you're like, oh, it's just a
About
couple
5
blocks down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like 7 miles.
You ever notice the blocks here in Columbia are not consistent at all?
Yeah.
Like we just moved 5 blocks down, but it's more than like what 5 blocks should be. Cause one of those blocks in there is like probably 4 blocks long.
It's absurd. They threw out all the rules on the weather and really how to just build the town here.
Yeah.
In Missouri.
It's also like here in Mid-Mo and like with the Ozarks, it's not like the easiest to build around here.
I mean, we should have learned something from Appalachia.
I mean, I
settled
guess.
beforehand. Well, anyways, that gets me onto my beef. Cave kids.
Oh, yes. I forgot about this. I was wondering what I know I remembered to tell you to write it down. Go off about cave kids.
So there's just literally nothing more disgusting to me in the world than just getting covered in mud constantly. And these kids are just covered head to toe, eating with their hands, just red with clay.
Their fingernails.
It smells bad.
Oh,
they just smell like
disgusting.
Mildew. Like, I mean, think about it. You're hanging out in a cave, but this is
damp,
like
dark.
Ozark kids, Appalachian kids. They just hang out. That's their like fun play place. And like, you're going to get lost. It's night. What if your battery or your flashlight runs out of batteries? That's just not a good idea in any sort.
Did the fucking Anti-Cave Commission pay you to read that?
Who is on the Anti-Cave Commission?
You're the president.
Surface dwellers? Anybody with a logical sense of what fun is?
I don't hate caves or the people who go in them, but you do.
I'm saying cave kids. No. This is like their utmost entertainment of fun. Like we went outside and like we played sports with our friends or like,
Shots
whatever
fired.
was around. And they're just, hey, rocks. Great.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I taught you what a stalactite and a stalagmite were.
Yeah. Do you want to quiz me?
Yeah. Which ones are on the ground?
Mites.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that it was the opposite way because I thought mite and I thought dust mite and I thought, floating.
I just remember because it's like stalactite, they have to hold on tight to the ceiling.
Yeah.
I need to get a blanket on so I can pod a little more comfortably.
Honestly, I am pretty cozy and comfortable over here. It's a nice little change of pace.
We're podding on the couch instead of the pod room with the creaky chairs and the creaky table. I mean, it's a little
whole different aesthetic. Honestly, I kind of feel like a YouTuber now.
Yeah.
They have this like casual, like they want to look like you're hanging out with them.
Well, that's the whole point of being a YouTuber or an influencer and being being a podcaster. It's like you're getting people to like join your conversation. They feel like they're a whole part of it.
I mean, I'm just kind of talking to myself regardless.
Well, because we both have inner monologues, so we're always talking to ourselves.
Sometimes. I was thinking about that today, and I think that I'm more effective studying whenever it's not going on.
Yeah, so I can't ever study with anything that has words. So like I can't study with like the TV on or background music that people are singing in because I can't concentrate at all.
Lo-fi, what is it called? Soft step?
I do electronic for study on Spotify.
Nice. That's a good little tip for everybody there.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise I'm gone. It'll just send me, I'll hear like one word in there and it just sends me off onto a tangent in my head and I'll never come back.
That association helps me.
What?
Like if I can put something that will remind me of the word, whether it's a song. I used to doodle a lot in my notes. And like I remember whenever I was learning like algorithms in algebra, it's like, oh, that's the monkey. Like that is the tiger, whatever.
Yeah. I wasn't quite like that, but I had friends in high school that were very much like that. They would try to see patterns or, would you do what's it called when you do like for the planets? What am I trying to say?
Where each one, the first letter of each one is a sentence.
Yeah.
No.
Like for northeast, southwest, never eat salty worms or whatever.
I always did never eat shredded wheat because, not a big dirt guy.
Yeah, I mean, I just memorized it. That's the first one that came to my head.
I'm just still anti.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah. Anti, below grounder still.
SOHCAHTOA.
Huh?
That's for, sine, cosine, tangent. Trigonometry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't need that anymore, and I just left all that information in the past.
It's good, because my brain's just filled with it. Just useless.
I have a lot of useless information in other ways. I could give you a 3-hour tour of the United States Capitol.
Yeah. I mean, I can do most states and capitals. Can name them still.
Yeah, honestly, I used to drunk fight people over that a lot, because almost nobody can get it perfect.
I can't get it perfect, but I used to be pretty fucking close.
I think I could get above 40, above 45. Hartford.
Vermont.
Come back to me. Is it a Mount something?
Mm-hmm. Montpelier.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I probably wouldn't have got that second word. Do you have segments?
Yeah. Wait, do you have you have a beef. You already said yours. Mine, there's a lot of beefs for me to choose from this week. Couldn't do moving for the 8th time, obviously. Our old landlord, she was up there. About got in a fight with her after doing the walkthrough.
Go off, King.
She just, trying to be an absolute scumbag landlord, which we have a great one now. Shout out Kim the GOAT. Kim is going off. Miss Kim she's like top 5%.
I knew that I liked her when she liked my text message because she's living in the 21st century.
But Kim's the best. She does everything. But I'm going to go ahead and go with customer service workers. Because guess what? We don't have internet. And guess who I've been on the phone with for an hour and a half today? Customer service workers. I will say, the very last one I talked to, beautiful soul. She's a great lady. She helped me out so much, and she made everything okay. But the first two, they can burn. I'm done with them. I'm sick and tired of it. Just give me a straight up answer. They were literally lying in my face, and the last lady told me that. Like, not to my face, I guess, through the phone.
That's frustrating, but I don't think that they get nearly enough credit for the stuff that they deal with. But at the end of the day, you have a job to do.
That's true. I mean, I deal with people on the phone all the time, and it sucks because a lot of people can be really nice, and I try to be as nice as possible. But when someone is like intentionally withholding information and not telling me the truth, and I like know it because I have email confirmations of it, and I just want like a little bit further explanation, it's super frustrating, and it's really hard not to lose it.
Did you?
No, I just hung up. Like, I'm just like, why waste yelling at them because it's not going to do anything. Just hang up.
True.
So what's your lifestyle tip?
Don't worry about being late.
Oh, terrible.
The thing is once you're late, you're late.
Well, I mean, I guess once you are late, you shouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you should not worry about being on time. I'm saying that once you cross that threshold, there's no reason to stress yourself out about it.
I don't know. There is some, I think, like, it doesn't bother me as much if somebody, like, if they show up late and then they're like they look like they care. Like, they look like they were still trying to get there. Like, don't just show up late and be like fucking nonchalant, like, whatever, I'm late.
If you show up, you obviously cared enough. I'm not saying that, like, I think that it's rude if you show up to an event like an hour late.
Well, I'm saying, like, if my coworker shows up late to work and she comes in and she's like at least hustling a little, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care why. Like, I'm just glad you're here. But if she's just like strolling in 20 minutes late, like sipping on a coffee and like walking in, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Why are you late?
I'm not saying you should perpetuate your lateness either.
Well, you said don't care.
Yeah, don't stress over it. I'm not saying don't care doesn't mean that you should just not care the amount of time.
Continue the effort.
Yeah, you just shouldn't.
Just don't
be worried about
beat yourself up about being late.
You're not going to change the fact that you're late.
Okay, I like that.
Also, a lot of other bad things. You could be speeding. You know,
true. You can get
tickets.
a wreck.
Yeah,
I've thought about that when I'm late. That's a good excuse in your head. That helps it work a little better.
Right. I mean, your girlfriend could be pregnant. You don't need to worry.
True.
What's your lifestyle?
Fingers crossed she's not. My lifestyle tip, sound the alarms. It's short season.
Yeah, that's true. I've worn shorts both of the last 2 days.
Shorts hoodie season.
That's exactly what we're both wearing right now.
It's fucking gorgeous outside.
It's such a Missouri thing to do.
So wonderful. Shorts, long sleeve, shorts, t-shirt, shorts, sweatshirt.
Shorts, hoodie is my favorite nighttime attire.
I love weekends. Weekends that are shorts, hoodie are the best.
Yeah.
Cause you have literally a million options of what you can do. Like, you can be outside, but also the second the sun goes down, you're like, oh, it's a little too cold. I might as well go sit on the couch. Like, it's a perfect time to get up and go for a walk in the morning. Like, you can go do errands and stuff, and it's like comfortable and nice outside. But it's also, you can be like, well, I'm going to not do anything today because it's nice outside. Like, there's so many, like, you can be productive because of it. You can be lazy because of it.
I love how you're just like literally shooting all angles of this right now.
You can drink beers. You can like do lawn work. Like, it's all, the world is your oyster during shorts and hoodie season.
Doing lawn work is probably not a strong selling point.
There's a lot of 40-year-old men who listen to this podcast.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
My dad is like, it's meditation.
I do agree with mowing, like riding on a mower and you just tune out the world. But
no, I'm not talking like tilling up your yard and like breaking a sweat. Like, come on.
Okay, all right.
It's shorts and hoodie season. We don't break sweat. It's shorts and hoodie season.
All the athletic gear and none of the athletic prowess.
That's my lifestyle.
Sneaky comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, that should be our new merch line.
Agreed. Yeah.
Write that down. Put that in the tickler file.
The tickler file?
Yeah.
All right. What else do you have here?
So I got a what the feed. So if you didn't know, the NFL Combine, it just ended today. It was the last 4 days, Friday through Monday. And there were winners and losers. I'll be honest, I didn't really pay attention that much because the Chiefs draft 32nd.
and we're moving and we don't have internet, and the combine is not the best always.
I feel like this year's kind of a down year.
Well, I'm not saying personnel wise. I'm just saying like we have some people who go and do shit at the combine for whatever reason, and then they go to their pro days at their school and do great.
A lot of quarterbacks are pulling back because they don't want to throw to wide receivers they've never thrown to before.
Right. Yeah.
So, and you get all these guys who are like, oh, I'll run or I won't run or I'll do this and I won't. Like it's basically getting picked apart more and more. I think it's more or less a thing for like Browns fans to watch and Lions fans and like Dolphins fans.
You have to be excited about something.
Yeah. Like
this is the regular season.
They're like, oh, that could be our guy right there. And it's like, I don't really care. You know, like I do want, there's some pieces I want, but I'm not going to, like, we're not going to get a lottery pick, basically.
I feel like the combine is there to improve on the things that everybody said you were shit at all year.
Yeah. You want to show them, you want to turn your weaknesses into strengths.
Yeah. And that's the best.
And you want to better your strengths.
Case example to
like, like Albert O, Mizzou's tight end, just went and ran what, a 4.49 40.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
A little bit faster than me, but whatever.
Sub 5 for a 6'6" tight end. He shot up a lot of people's draft boards. He's probably going to go a lot earlier than people thought. I mean, he's a good tight end as well. It just so happened that Kelly Bryant fucked his girlfriend during the regular season and refused to throw to him. So he kind of fell off a little bit.
Well, he wasn't the person in that relationship he wanted to catch.
Oh, Catching Kelsey. Did you watch that? That was on the E.
No. No. I not watching anything on that network ever.
Well, have you seen his current girlfriend? Because she came from that. You're going to retract your statement. Okay. All right. Just wanted to flip it and reverse it on you right there.
No, I would not do that. I would not lust after a woman like that.
Never.
You know I am above that moral line.
Yes, you are. So anyways, though, back to the combine. There's a few ups and downs there. So
what if Miss America had a combine?
I mean, they basically do the Miss America pageant.
No, I'm saying this was like everybody showcased their skills so they could get to the Miss America pageant.
I mean, that's kind of like the Miss Missouri, Miss whatever.
I want it national, individual things.
So like the what would they do instead of like running a 40?
I think you have to give a philanthropy speech.
So this is the Miss America pageant. That's what they do.
So, hear me out. I just want like 3 things. I don't want this whole pageantry. I just want a list of numbers. So, I would say amount of words used, or like stuff that you could like tell if this was a good speech or not. Like this woman's speech was, way too long for the amount of words used, or like number of mispronunciations.
Count the ums.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
All right. I mean, I could see how, so you just want like a statistical breakdown of Miss America.
Right. And I don't want as much pageantry with it. I want it to be really serious and rigorous.
It's just too deep rooted in pageantry.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to play with the idea.
What about like to get to the that national spelling bee?
Yeah.
They do like a combine for that. So it's like they do like the kids go up onto whiteboards and solve math problems. Like,
like all different stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, cause they do have to get to that spelling bee, you have to take a test and pass it. And it's like a comprehensive test. It's not just about spelling. You have to prove that you're actually smart.
I think that, that's not super ableist of them.
I think it's just their standard, like, prove that you can actually do this and you haven't like somehow cheated your way here.
Well, what if there's some kid who's just like super obsessed with spelling and that's all he can do, and maybe he even has like a little bit of a mental change in his head that's going on that has him super focused in on spelling, but he can't do math worth a shit.
I don't know, man.
Maybe we're missing out on the Jordan of the spelling bee.
I don't think we are. 8 kids won it in an 8-way tie this last year, dude.
Which is dumb.
Spelling bee's falling off.
For real.
So back to the NFL Combine.
Yeah. What's this kid doing?
So Trey Adams, a tackle from Washington, his interview leaked. He was doing some Combine interview and it leaked. And it just turns out he's pretty much the most normal guy of all time. and just like one of us. So here's a little snippet from the interview.
If you can change anything about yourself, what would it be?
Shit. Bigger dick.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my favorite thing about the delivery of that is you can tell that he thought about it before he decided he was going to say it.
Yeah. In his face, he like you could tell like his expression. He's like, should I? He's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, what's it going to hurt? And then he's just gone super viral from it. So, but one of the more relatable, it's like, who couldn't, what man wouldn't want a bigger dick?
I think there's a certain point where you don't, but I currently am not above in that bracket.
I don't know anybody in that.
True. Agreed.
I don't know any 1%ers.
Good way to put it.
You know, the top 1% of big dick havers have more big dick than the other 99% combined.
I wonder what the top 1% and the nationwide average is, like what the difference is.
Oh, the gap?
Yeah.
The penis gap? From
I bet it's
from the 1%
disappointing.
to the 99%?
Yeah. I bet it's really sad.
Oh, yeah. I bet it'll make you question everything.
Oh, my God.
For at least a couple hours.
I don't want to know that number.
No,
And I don't want my girlfriend to know that number either.
Toxic. Jesus.
All right, but speaking of dicks, we'll go right into my What the Feet. Because Dick Van Dyke was at Bernie's rally and was endorsing Bernie, and the crowd started chanting, "We love Dick."
Executive producer Dick Van Dyke is the man.
He kills it regularly.
Yeah.
Really laying it down.
Yeah, he's bringing the wood all the time.
Really dicking it down. Yep.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. He's slinging it.
The whole brand. Yeah.
From tip to base.
He's not shafting anyone either.
No, never has.
Really.
Yeah.
Gives it his all.
I mean, he definitely leans to the left.
All right. I don't have any more. You ever Google this?
I do. So, did you know that the galaxies will collide with our large spiraled neighbor,
About 5 billion years?
Andromeda?
Or a trillion?
4 billion.
4 billion.
Do you think it'll really happen?
I don't really care.
If two galaxies collide and no one's alive, did it actually happen?
Does it make a noise?
Well, space is a vacuum,
That doesn't answer my question.
so no.
What if it was a blower?
What?
Instead of a vacuum, what if space was a blower?
No. How about that?
How do you know it's a vacuum? Was it plugged into? What kind of bags are they using? Is it a Dyson?
I just know. It's bagless, and it is not a Dyson.
What kind of door-to-door salesman sells space vacuums?
A good one.
The Aliens man from History Channel.
Oh.
Honestly, if he came to my door with a vacuum, I'd buy it.
Aliens. I'm gonna crop your face over that and make a meme out of it.
It'd be great. Honestly, I could stick my hair up for it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it baffles me to think that they're predicting shit that's going to happen in 4 billion years.
Here's the thing.
Actually, never mind. It doesn't baffle me at all. That's the best job security of all time.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
was
have to-
going to say, nobody knows.
You don't have to prove that to anyone.
You don't ever have to be right.
That should be my job. I just found my new job. I'm going to get someone to pay me to predict things that are literally so far out that it doesn't even fucking matter.
Think of trying to explain it to someone else too, and they're going to be like, okay, just give me a figure of when this is going to happen.
Just give me a round number.
Right.
4 billion.
Perfect.
Okay.
Send it to the presses.
Yeah. NASA eats that shit up.
True.
And then it goes viral. And then I see it.
Is NASA a part of the swamp?
That Trump wants to drain?
Yeah.
I think so.
Weird.
I don't. He doesn't like spending money on space exploration.
He literally created a space force.
But that's to
what kind of
defend
world
us.
did you just put me in that I had to defend him?
Well, welcome to it. That's to defend us
From
invaders.
space.
Yeah.
There's plenty of video games. I think we've done our part.
Well, Will Smith is going to be the real one to defend us. What's that movie called?
iRobot?
No.
I Am a Legend?
No.
Pursuit of
Independence Day.
Happiness.
Independence Day.
Oh.
It was close. You got pretty close.
I didn't know he was in Independence Day.
He's the lead, yeah.
All right.
Flies the spaceships. I think those are Independence Day 2.
There wasn't enough independence after the first one.
Independence Day 2.
Do you think that
Even more independence.
they just made it a weekend? It was July 4th, 5th, and 6th.
It was a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, Bender.
Oh, Bender with the boys.
I'm not going to try that accent again, but I do have to Google this as well.
Let's hear it.
Larry Silverstein is his name, and he was in charge of building the World Trade Center and the Twin Towers. And I don't necessarily know how to feel about what he did because I don't know where the money went to after. But he successfully argued in court that which I kind of think he's right, that the terrorist attacks on the two towers on 9/11 were two separate entities of attacks. So he got two insurance payouts.
Get your money, King.
Yeah. He settled in court out of court, for $4.55 billion.
Ooh, that's a baggy-oldie.
Yeah.
That boy, what do you even do with that?
Build another tower.
Like your own? Fuck, you could build 20 and then still have $3 billion left.
Two events, under the insurance policy was only $3.55 billion too.
Where'd the other billion come from?
I think that like lawyers' fees, like he was going to win. And so they just settled out
$1 billion in lawyer fees?
both of them in a case that large.
$1 billion.
You have to pay both lawyers.
The lawyers
And
were each charging $500 million?
I'm
That
saying
seems crazy.
resources that they extended and different things. It's a percentage base. I don't know.
That seems ridiculous. I could see like 50 million.
I think that he was going to sue for more things, and this was just like,
He probably
get
okay,
out of everything.
So then, yeah, they settled, met in the middle. Like he was like, I'm also going to add these things on.
Right, because he had other, stuff going on, other cases.
Interesting. What's it take to become a skyscraper builder?
Oh, he's not a builder. He is a financer, baby.
Oh, he's the financer.
He is the money guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense than what's going on. I thought he was like the head contractor or something.
No.
Okay. Well, does he control the, like World Trade 1 now? The new one?
I don't know. I'm sure he wasn't happy that there was a memorial built on his old land.
Yeah. Well, that probably came with the price of, that probably was part of that extra
$4.55 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that they get that. And then are they eventually going to build World Trade 2?
Why? I think one at a time is enough.
Isn't the one called, it's called Tower 1 though.
It was Tower 1 and Tower 2.
I think the new one is called Tower 1.
I don't know. I think Tower Impenetrable would probably be a better name.
It's pretty fucking stout.
That's what we think now.
I mean, I'm not going to test it. You going to?
No.
Okay.
No. Don't
Well,
put me
I
in
just-
a terrorist question here.
Well, we'll come out as the first anti-terrorism podcast.
Okay.
First
All right.
anti-terrorism sports adjacent audio forum.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. We are planting our flag in that ground.
Yeah, that is ours.
We're Dick Van Dyking it.
Yeah. Sure. As the kids say.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Executive producer Dick Van Dyking it.
What all has he executive produced?
A lot of stuff.
Huh.
I'm gonna look it up right now just to see. This is where SGP would come in handy, and the internet.
Then,
Oh, I'm thinking of Dick Wolf.
huh?
Wow, that was a real brain fart.
I love whenever you pull a me.
Fuck.
Because I really just don't care if I like steer that wrong on those.
Because he's producer of Law and Order. Law and Order SVU, FBI, Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Law and Order Criminal Intent.
You want to get in the meat of this thing?
I mean, we might as well have been recording for a minute or two. What?
Just what we talked about earlier with white people will call
yeah.
to like,
Well,
literally it's half an hour right now.
Okay. So you caught me.
We can't help
I'm
it.
a stereotype.
Yeah.
I'm a walking stereotype. I'm sitting here with my fucking Birkenstocks on.
And your shorts and a hoodie.
Yeah. Drinking a fucking skinny Mon beer, Michelob Ultra,
Your white privilege is personified currently.
with $55 in my bank account.
Well, hey, it's about the presentation.
You eat with your eyes first.
Snap eats first. I hate that.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Okay, well,
I hate that shit. Also, I'm kind of falling into that category because I've been Instagramming more like
food.
or just like if I have a nice drink, I'll do it.
I don't know the last time you went on a date and didn't Instagram part of your meal. One of you two.
It's fun. When you're spending a lot of money, it's fun.
You just completely 180'd.
Okay, but I hate when other people do it. I'm a hypocrite.
Okay, more white stereotypes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And there's a tasteful way to do it. I think I do it tastefully.
Interesting. I don't
Like last
think
time I
there's a
went,
tasteful way.
last time I went out, it was like it was a Japanese beer that I had that like nobody else, people probably looked at it and didn't even know what it was.
So you have a pass because you're more cultured than others?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
It
I'm
is.
saying just make it unique. Like I don't care about your fucking, I don't know. Well, I do care about your cheeseburger. I was going to say that. I don't care about your,
I want to see every cheeseburger. That's the
I don't
one
care
exception.
about your Bud Light. Don't be Instagram or don't be fucking putting on your Snap story like drinking beers with your boys. We get it. We've all been there. We've all drank beers with the boys when it was fucking 53 on March 1st and we were in shorts and a hoodie. Okay.
You need to get back on the rails today.
I told you we're fucking off the rails. This episode, no internet, staring at a fucking 65-inch TV that doesn't do shit.
Just 2 off TVs.
2 off TVs, a bunch of boxes, even more boxes when I turn my head. A couch.
Let's talk about sports.
So, to come back full circle, the NBA has a major beef scandal right now that's been going on for a while. How long?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Will you say the beef before I just give out answers? Because there's tons of beef.
Well, the main one right now with Poopy Pants and the Greek Freak.
So that is James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, if you do not know. And I think it's been the interview that he did came out a while before the video went viral, but the video went viral about a week ago.
But they haven't liked each other for a while, though.
Yeah, true. I mean, Giannis hated him first. Giannis made the first moves because there was a time that Giannis flung a basketball into his face.
Yeah. Well, even before that, when Giannis was like ugly, when he had when his head was really, he looked like a worm. He was like really skinny and his head was like shaved real low and they didn't like each other then. I saw when Harden was on OKC, they were like, I saw a clip of them arguing all the way back then.
Old James Harden looks like a short, chubby version of old Giannis.
Well, old James Harden, all he cared about was Oklahoma City strippers. So he's come up a long ways. Now he's worried about Houston strippers.
You think that was the turning point and oh, I actually need to be attractive now?
Well, yeah, and the fucking bag. He
True.
stumbled into that bag.
Well,
I mean, he didn't stumble into it, but
yeah.
he stumbled in and tumbled out.
He's still getting it.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
Oh, Dick Van Dyke in it. So
That's going to become a thing.
James Harden is currently mad at Giannis. So I guess it has been going on a couple of years.
5-6 years. I feel like it was when it started, but like the last 2 years.
You said a couple and you said 5 or 6. God damn it. We can't stop.
You fucking broke the glass on that. That's all I think about now. Anyways.
So James Harden is currently beefing with Giannis because he said that he does things that take more skill, shooting, drawing fouls, dribbling, and it doesn't take skill to be a 7-footer and dunk the ball all the time. Which my beef with this is he never specifically said Giannis,
but everybody knew.
There's multiple 7-footers. You're telling me that him and Jokic get along?
Jokic is more of a have you been seeing his turnaround fades? And he's got a little bit more of a gut on him. I think Harden appreciates that.
All right, decent counterpoints, but like that could have been Hassan Whiteside.
Okay, well, yeah, because
Dwight Howard.
It doesn't take any talent to be Hassan Whiteside
or Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard has more of a
not anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Marcin Gortat.
Okay, now you're just putting two words together.
Boban Marjanovic.
Okay, we get it. Yes, so you can name NBA players. Big, smart guy.
I don't have a ton of 7-foot arsenal off the hip. Oh, Kristaps Porzingis.
Amari Stoudemire.
Was he 7 foot?
6'10", 6'11".
Shaq.
Oh. Diesel. The Shactus.
The big hurt is Frank Thomas, actually. That was a misplay by me.
Were you about to say the big hurt?
I was going to say...
You said it in your head.
Yeah, I said it in my head. And I was like, that wasn't right, but I thought I could get it while I was speaking.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for me.
Shaq had a million nicknames.
So what was your point on this beef?
Well, it's just fucking interesting. It's this league, bro.
I don't know. I don't think it's really going to end up mattering too much. They don't play in the same conference.
They don't. And really, I'll be interested when Giannis does a whole lot in the playoffs. This will be his year to get there. He needs to shoot his shot.
I think a better conversation is MVP, Giannis LeBron.
It's very interesting. I think Giannis probably... I don't know. It's so tough because it feels like LeBron it's been taken away from him so many years when he probably deserved it. And even probably what makes me even more mad is he never got a unanimous one. There was that one year he had the one knocked off and Steph was the first unanimous. Shit like that probably irks me a little more.
I think Steph rocked the league more than LeBron has.
In what way?
Steph Curry revolutionized the game. LeBron was just a lot better at doing everything that everybody had already done.
And still is.
In some aspects.
He's leading the league in assists in year 17.
I love the fact that a couple days ago, ESPN writer wrote that LeBron was better than Giannis because of a DPM stat or an RPM stat. It's not rebounds per minute. It's some other weird thing. And they reevaluated the table after they updated it. And she wrote the article literally 3 days later. And LeBron was up by 2 points. Now it's Giannis by 3.
What is the PER?
Per?
Yeah.
Points per possession. So whenever that person is on the court.
It's any argument anybody makes to LeBron, everybody just replies Giannis has a higher PER.
So it's whenever that person's on the court and they possess the ball, how many points are they getting?
Okay.
And, typically it's over a game. So sometimes you'll see a per of 40.
See, I don't know. It's so tough when the MVP is just so judgmental. It's in every single league. It's how do you, especially in football, when they only really play one side of the game. So it has to be, it's tough because I want to say some statistics have to be put to the side. It has to be the eye test. You have to sit there and say who contributes to their team more. Who is, without them on the team, which team suffers more?
The Bucks.
Well, because the Lakers have AD?
Probably, yeah. I think that the weight that Giannis carries is different than LeBron.
That's probably true. It just sucks because in years past, that's been LeBron.
And
that was LeBron for 10 years in a row, and he only won 4 MVPs.
I completely hear you on saying that he's been robbed, and I do agree that that's happened, but I don't think that that's a reason to punish.
No, I think that's why I
winners.
think Giannis should get it, is because I don't want to take away from him in his prime being like, oh, LeBron. It's like LeBron's won 4. The MVP is not important to him anymore. He wants to win championships. That's why I don't give a fuck about it. It's like, yeah, sure, Giannis deserves it. He's playing great. He's in his prime. Show appreciation towards him because that's what you want to grow the league. LeBron's already peaked out where he's at. Like in a standpoint of growing the league and appreciating players for what they are, LeBron James has been appreciated. He's known as one of the top 2 basketball players in history.
Which I think hurts him more than anything currently, because that appreciation so far is diminished by him doing what he's doing at 35.
Yeah, he just doesn't stop.
Right.
And so people, so they're like, oh, well, LeBron, when he won the MVP this year, he did this. And it's like, well, both are good. Both are really good. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he's having to literally not only beat the rest of the league to get the MVP, he has to beat himself from previous years.
Always. That's kind of how the award works.
It's crazy. But I think Giannis should probably get it this year, as of right now.
Yeah. I agree. I think we should give it to him every year until he's out of the league, but
well, I don't agree with that.
Who knows?
But I don't know. Also, is Steph Curry ever going to play basketball again?
If I was him, I wouldn't until next year.
Who's even on the Warriors?
Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green.
I forgot Andrew Wiggins.
Clay's hurt. Steph's hurt.
Where's D'Lo?
D'Lo's in Minnesota with Kat. They have the dude who used to play for Sacramento, Willie Cauley-Stein.
I saw him at Willie's one night.
Here in Columbia.
Yeah, when Kentucky played Mizzou. That's how I knew we were going to get our fucking ass beat. It was the night before the game and he was at Willie's.
Holy shit.
I was like, we're dead.
Oh my God. That takes so much balls.
He was a sophomore in college. He was like 19, 20 years old.
He walked up to the door and they go, do you know who this is?
Yeah. I mean, he's fucking 6'10" guy with tattoos all over him. Like,
he wasn't as tatted back then.
But still enough visible ones where you can be like if you've ever seen him play basketball, you're like, that, like, those are just easy identifiers.
That dude is so big too, like broad shoulders, just
it's like
man.
Him and AD are kind of built similar, where their shoulders they're like an upside down triangle.
I think AD's lankier than that.
Oh, he definitely is. I'm just saying, like, their typical body type, like their shoulders are just fucking
wider than typical.
Yeah, which because their arms are long, like they're just aliens.
Yeah. Yeah. You know that is a theory.
I'm sure.
That just like they're crossbreeding to make bigger people and not just like for sports or whatever, just in general. Like anybody who seems to have superhuman abilities, like to me that just screams like I'm really insecure with being average.
Yeah. I'm not really.
Oh no, that was some nerd who was like, there's gotta be a reason why these motherfuckers are better than me, these jocks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like genetic mutations. Like, those happen.
Yeah, the dude was just sitting around after reading a comic of X-Men was like, that's gotta be it.
You do something 7 billion times, there's gonna be some outliers. Like, there's too many people on Earth to not have someone who is fucking 6'7", like Taco.
7 billion's even like only the current number.
That's a low estimate too. It's probably, I mean, China's hiding like 1 billion people.
Where?
There's not reporting them.
Oh, well.
They report low populations all the time. In India, you don't get accurate populations there.
No, I just meant, I thought you were talking about China like hiding.
No, they're
people.
not like have an underground cave society.
They do.
I mean, they might.
They have concentration camps currently.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying that they're false reporting their populations. You're like taking my words and twisting them.
Do you think it's a good thing?
That what?
They're false reporting?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to check how pro-China you were.
I think everybody should just be honest all the time. Because I'm a good Midwestern boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should just be honest.
Be honest?
No. You should be LeBron and be honest.
Well, I think LeBron is a liar.
About what?
You're just snacking. You're just having the time of your life over
I'm
there.
having some PTOs.
I think that LeBron was a liar about how much he wanted to stay in Cleveland.
Everybody knew he didn't want to stay there. He hates Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert was a fucking asshole to him.
Still a liar.
Well, yeah, because you can't just say that stuff when you're the face of the league.
But you can.
You can't, though.
You can sink that team. I guess you lose more money the next year, probably.
Yeah. He has dignity. He still got him to the finals.
Have you seen his Snapchats or his Instagram stories? That man does not have much dignity.
He's a father of 3. How dare you?
Yeah, there's plenty of fathers of 3 who don't embarrass themselves like that on social media.
Well, he has the following. I think a lot of fathers do that. You just don't see it.
I mean, I think.
How many fathers of 3 do you follow on Instagram?
Probably 0.
Well,
Your dad.
Follow LeBron. Well, yeah, if you follow my dad, father of 3.
Yeah.
He would embarrass himself a lot more if he had that many followers.
If he had a following, you think your dad would be more attuned to feed into it? I don't think your dad would care.
He
would continue with
that
his
was like
life.
his full-time job.
LeBron's full-time job is not posting on social media.
Being an influencer is part of it. You don't sign a $1 billion contract with Nike and not have a social media influencer as part of your fucking repertoire.
So
he tried to copyright or like trademark Taco Tuesday.
Exactly. That specific example is like what I'm talking about. Like that's so cheesy.
But that's part of his whole fucking stick.
Whatever. Liar.
Taco Tuesday.
I was just waiting for him to bark.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't.
Well, you have some other stuff?
This is March. I'm excited. It's a big month.
I have had to force feed you college basketball.
I'm finally in the zone. That's not true. There were a couple Saturdays where I dove in. I buckled up.
That one Saturday where that was all that was on.
That was a good Saturday, though. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for spring. Spring sports is fun. Spring television. And like movies.
Movies.
I love.
Yeah.
Well, it's like there's so many series coming out. We can talk about that. There's Westworld season 3 is coming out. There's Fargo season 4. There's
they're recording the new Dark, or it comes out this summer.
Yes, there's one other one that I'm thinking of. We literally just talked about it. I don't know. They'll announce a new Stranger Things. I'm sure they'll. I'm sure there's an Ozark that's going to be coming out soon too. There were some more that we talked about, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But those are enough to be like, all right, I'm ready. And I'm ready for college basketball. It's going to be so fun.
We'll see.
Is your top sports month October? All 4 major sports. My birthday. Halloween. If you had to rank your sports months.
I would probably say January is my number 1.
Wow. For what reason?
We have the Super Bowl.
No, you don't. That's in February.
February, number 1. Super Bowl, basketball's going on, and it's like full swing.
College football's done, though.
Yeah, I understand.
Trash.
What are you going to do?
I love October. And March is a close second. Not a close second. March is probably second.
I think October is definitely my 2, but
January would be. I think I like January more. You get NFL playoffs, college football championship, college basketball's just getting the swing of things. NBA is going on. January's a good month.
Yeah, I probably enjoy watching random basketball games more than Raiders Browns on a Sunday.
I'm just my brain is twisted though. So I like watching, I don't know why the Raiders and the Browns be playing, but like Raiders Chargers, just watching Phillip
Same
Rivers
concept.
lose in the fourth quarter for the 18th millionth time.
I enjoy that, but like I definitely enjoy the biggest sporting event ever, you know?
The Super Bowl?
Yeah.
There's not a lot going on in February though.
The Super Bowl.
I love it too.
Basketball, hockey.
I wish I liked hockey more.
It's a good sport.
I mean, I like it a lot. I just don't get around to watching as much.
What was that?
I think your car honked outside, like somebody locked their car.
Oh.
All right. You got anything else?
No.
All right. Well, I hope this turns out pretty good.
We'll see.
I don't know. All right. That does it for this week. Hopefully next week we'll have internet, but no promises.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Fuck Comcast. CenturyLink. Both of them.
Mediacom too.
Yeah.
Fuck them all.
Fuck every cable and internet provider. There's not a single one I don't have beef with, honestly.
All of them. I don't like any of them.
Even the good ones, like there's shitty parts about your company.
Yeah. And the internet's not consistent.
No,
I've
never.
never once lived in a place where the Wi-Fi was consistent all the time.
The fact that people can lie about their internet speeds in advertising is something that just bugs the piss out of me.
Yeah. And then they come by and they test it right next to the router.
That's not what I'm saying.
But no, I'm saying like, or you're like, well, they're running low, and they'll come
They
in
also
and be like,
have
well, that's within our range.
Specific like websites for them to use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, oh, let me test it through CenturyLink. And so it's like, yeah, they're going to be able to boost their own numbers a little bit.
Or they'll like plug in.
Yeah. 100%. Just absurd.
While
ridiculous.
nothing else is running.
Right. Yeah, shut everything else in the house off. We'll restart this real quick.
Because of course I'm not like streaming anything because I'm standing here watching you fix my fucking internet.
Right.
It's like, let me go upstairs and fucking stream a movie and you play video games and you get on your phone. Now let's check it.
Right. Let's see what you're really worth. The fact that they can advertise 4G, 5G, fiber.
Gigabit.
Yeah, without
The fuck is a gigabit?
They just have to say that they're going to get it. That's all, literally legally, that's all that matters, and it's absurd.
Like they just have to hit it once and they're good.
No, they have to have plans in place to do it. And those plans can literally not have broken ground at all. Like if it's to lay fiber cable, they don't actually have to lay that fiber cable.
Well, clearly, because that's our whole issue, is I
Yeah.
call them up, I schedule it, they're like, all right, perfect, we'll get you Monday. And
Yeah.
then I fucking call them in and they're like, oh, well, by get you Monday, we mean that we'll start planning to lay the fiber to
Right.
get to your apartment. That's what we meant.
Right.
It's like, well, then why didn't you just fucking say that?
Are they Satan?
Yes. What is, so if they're evil, then what is good? Like in the whole, I don't know what I want to call it, like utilities or basic services industry. Cosmic evil and cosmic good.
So I would say the contrast to them are the municipalities that have their own internet service, because those have great ratings and they all have great speeds.
What do you mean?
Like Colorado, after the net neutrality vote, ended up, instead of doing that and like, you know, allowing the municipality citizens to be succumb to net neutrality and the things that would go on. And like, I understand that that's been delayed regardless, but they decided that they were just going to they were going to invest in their own internet through the city.
Well, that's what happens when you have a lot of fucking weed money.
True. But you know, it works for them. And like, they've done it in like Tennessee as well. And like all of those have had stellar reviews.
I'm just trying to think of like, not just internet, and not just in the internet world, but like out there.
Redbox.
That's just because we don't have any internet.
Right. So they're great for me right now. They're the exact opposite. I only use them when I don't have internet.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think of something that I'm happy every time I have to do it. I mean, like Chick-fil-A.
Getting ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Like just ice cream shops. Have you ever been disappointed? Well, I have been one time. It really sucked. But other than that, that's an outlier.
I'm a little disappointed every time I walk into a Baskin Robbins. They all seem kind of depressing.
Yeah, but like upper level
Yeah. Yeah. An independent ice cream store. Yeah.
Sparky's.
I mean, hell, even
Andy's.
Cold Stone Creamery hasn't let me down.
Cold Stone's good.
Yeah. Shout out Cold Stone.
Yeah. Oh, we should go to Culver's.
See, my thing with them is the daily rotating flavor. There's never a good flavor for me there, and I'm not just going to go there for like plain ice cream. I mean, every once in a while there is a good flavor,
you're
but
right.
not typically.
We'll just go to Andy's because it's a stone's throw away.
Literally closer and better.
Yeah. All right. That was Talking Custard. That does it for this week, guys. We love you so much. Thanks for sticking it out. Sneaky headline.